Hello, Sagittarius. We are here with your random message. Whenever you're supposed to read this, see this message, you're going to find it. It doesn't have a title on purpose because I'm not trying to clickbait anybody. If you are supposed to be here, you'll find it and you'll click on it. If you need a personal message, because of course this is a general message, and I can't believe I actually have to tell this to people, but that means that this might not resonate for you because you're not paying for it. So keep that in mind. If you want something paid for, in the description part below, there's a link to my website. It's the only way to have an appointment with me, or find another tarot reader so you can get an actual reading just specifically for yourself, and then and see how it resonates. Okay. So that being said, let's start our spiel today. And I'm very frank with you guys because I'm a Sagittarius as much as you guys, and we don't beat around the bush. It's like, come on, use that common sense. That's why we were given it. Okay, so we have this, and we have this, and we have this, and we have this. So everything's separated in its own little world. So let's find out what this is all about. The first thing we have is shield. You need to defend yourself. The second thing we have is the empty chair. Someone is leaving your life. And I feel like this one's with this one because we have mountain. Major challenges to overcome. Then we have these two that came out. One is, wow, this is a lot of abundance. The basket, recognition, reward for merit. Going with this energy of bread, period of prosperity, abundance. I don't know if you guys know, but on June 11th, there's a full moon in the sign of Sagittarius. There's so much Jupiter at this time, and there's so much like tours with Virgo, which is like loving each other in that energy. Like legit, this whole thing is a very prosperous time for Sagittarius. So if you know how to use this energy right, you got this. Okay. Then we have the energy of the future talking about peace and harmony, wind chimes, with fly, a period of ill health and depression. Isn't that totally bipolar right there? I feel like I'm talking to do different collectives on here. I feel like it's this kind of collective, one of this and one of this. So I'm going to do like two types of readings. You guys take it as a resonance. All right. And then here, because, use your discernment. So let's talk about this one. This, because if anybody knows the energy right now, we're kind of splitting dimensions, and this feels like the split of dimensions. Okay. Somebody needs to learn how to defend themselves because something is leaving their life. This is going to bring a period of challenges that they will have to overcome because there is a period of ill health that is causing depression or sadness or mental state. So it feels like a spiritual authority that is leaving you for some group here. And this spiritual authority that is leaving you leaves you vulnerable for psychic attacks. Beelzebub, the Lord of the Flies, is the one that feels like this, and that enters your head and kind of makes you all like distorted and kind of messed up. Let me find out about this. And we got two charms. Ooh, one is the blank room. The blank room is talking about universe is kind of taking in charge in this, and it's kind of like it is what it is energy. And the second one, as I take out my room book, is Urus, and Urus is strength, and strength is having to assert your will, which is the strength card in tarot, which is literally going through hard times that you're going to have to get stronger. Your mind has to get stronger, your spirit has to be stronger, you need to get stronger. So I don't know if there's this energy where you used to piggy bank out of this energy, and now that is leaving, and this is leaving you very, very vulnerable. What is growing, evolving, and changing in you? I want to find out the archetype that you're embodying during this time. We have the monk with detective. Literally, this is telling me that you need to get strong with spirit. You need a stronger connection to spirit. You need to create a spiritual practice. You have been winding in that, like you've been not putting enough energy and effort and fortitude in things that have to be about your spirit and about your spiritual connection. And that's the reason this energy of depression and strong things are entering your life. So it does feel like something where you might have had an anchor, a person that was very spiritual around you, and then that person is going to start moving in their own direction. And there, this looks like this person over here. I'm not saying the other person is a Sagittarius, mind you, but I'm just saying, like, this person, you had a spiritual person that you were relying on, that you were anchoring on. And now you're being left alone because it's your turn to become the Sagittarius that you are, the sage that you are, and learn how to stand on your own. So you need a spiritual practice because there's holes in your practice. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of this. Look, she has a book and there's a hole in the book and then she's looking through. This is like cheating energy, not like cheating on a person, but like cheating in your spirituality, because this feels spiritual. This feels all crown chakra energy. Okay. Um, yes. And then we see, this is what I'm talking about. Then we have the energy of Venom and the underworld. Literally, it feels 1,000% like you're descending. And I want you to keep in mind there is no real bad and good in this situation. Some of us still need to deal with a lot of our shadow aspects, and we are currently in a Pluto retrograde that it will be lasting until October. So this sounds like harsh lessons from the spiritual realm because there's a lot of stuff hidden underneath the surface, a lot of venom that is contaminating your energy that you need to confront. Holy crap, somebody's really gonna get it. Yes, we're talking about being asleep. The Four of Swords and the Three of Pentacles is like a return of an energy so that you can and King of Swords that is talking about so that you can cut out the things that are keeping you asleep. Wow. There's way too many people in this. Here, then we have the things that are keeping you asleep. We have the King of Wands, which is actually a Knight of Wands. So somebody trying to be king that is trying to control your life, but they're actually a knight. They haven't even evolved to clean status, and they're very aggressive, impulsive. And here is the energy of you having to block them with the Nine of Wands. The Fool card in reverse. This is telling you that you're not going to be given the opportunity for a new path going forward. The Ace of Wands in reverse, you're actually going to start feeling very depleted until you end this energy. Ten of Swords. The bottom of the deck, we have freaking the Devil Emperor that's in your head. The Devil Emperor that is has this is the Hierophant, the Devil Emperor that has literally defined your identity, that has formed your belief systems, that has influenced the way you look at yourself and the way that you look at the world. You're still oppressed by, you're still oppressed. Well, it's not oppressed by an energy. It feels like the Beelzebub energy, right? The Lord of the Flies. And if, I mean, back in the day, I was forced to read the Lord of the Flies, right? And it the Lord of the Flies legit is a tyrant, a tyrant, tyrannical energy that led with hate and anger and venom and darkness. And that energy is still very much around you. And that's the thing that you need to dethrone, because that still has a lot of influence over you. And that is the obstacle that you're going to be confronting. And you're going to be confronting a lot of mental distress until you overcome that. Wow, that's crazy. This one is a hard reading for somebody is literally going to be going through the dark night of their soul. Okay, that's one group that I'm seeing. The other group that I'm seeing, let me put this randomly anywhere in the deck here, is the land of milk and honey is is what I'm going to call it, because it feels like a card that I have on this deck. When I saw this, I actually saw, shut up is the third one, the land of milk and honey. So I am seeing this here. Okay, tell me about the people that are in the frequency of the land of milk and honey. You can't proclaim something. I just heard something saying that you either are or you're not. And like I said, we got the blank rune. So this is God that's deciding this. This is not you that's deciding this. So tell me about the land of milk and honey. We have the priest. And on here it says, facilitates spiritual commitments. I done told you the difference between somebody that has been spiritually committed, somebody that has communion with God, somebody that's been doing the fucking work, and somebody that has not. It says, serves as a channel to spiritual energy. Woo! 2 cards fell on the floor. Let me go grab that, okay? Let me pause the video so it doesn't look crazy while I grab that. And then we have the hero and the liberator. I mean, enough said about this group. They're literally like in this energy of liberating themselves, liberating their family line and their lineage from generational curses, because they went through the struggle. They decided to be the heroine or the hero. Tell me more on this. I got 3 cards. Wow. The father. Okay. So look at going from this to this. The heart. The queen. This is a person that has united their divine masculine and feminine energy. Their heart space is becoming open. They are actually receiving a lot of truths, a lot of guidance. They are actually receiving their pearl of knowledge. This is a person that's completely transcending. See, this is why it's good to do the work. Your eyes will be open and you will see with the glasses. And then we have Leo energy. So that's because you have overcome your ego. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let me grab this deck. This is the after tarot, because I feel like this is the after energy. I tell people a lot, like, I really like Pluto, but you know, Pluto really influences Sagittarius, but I really like Pluto because it's kind of like validation, where you're kind of like, yeah, I'm doing the right thing. No, I'm not doing the right thing. And let me course correct, change. This is making my mouth like numb. Wow. 10 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Shut up. 6 of Pentacles. Death card. Like, there's a complete transformation out of your life because things are balancing out. What you have invested on is bringing you good favor and good luck. In the bottom of the deck, your golden fish. You're putting it in your cup. You have gone through the darkness, and now you see those that are asleep that are trying to steal from you, and you attack and you protect and you move forward because you're completely healed from the wounds that used to allow them to hurt you. You are awake, your eyes can see, your foundation is strong, and you don't only protect yourself, but you have those that protect you, even in the spiritual realm, even in the dream state. So congratulations to the people that are here, because I know that to get here was ugly. To get here, blood, sweat, and tears. To get here, crying. To get here, you lost a lot. And so it reminds me of the story of Lot, where he went through all those trials and tribulations. Everybody around him is like, you see, you're following this false narrative. Your God has abandoned you. God is not with you. You should leave this path. And he just kept like, there was times where he was pissed off at God. All of us are when we go through this. But he got to the end and he's like, even though I'm pissed off, even though I think you're unjust, God, for doing all the things that you're doing, you know what? I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust you, and I'm going to keep going in this path. But I'm just letting you know this was an a-hole move of you maybe making me go through all this struggle. But I consent to what it is that you're trying to bring to me. So there is a big split in Sagittarius energy, and those that are of one side or the other, you will soon know which side you're in. Okay? I hope this helps you.